Well, let's see. Unless I... Alright, guys, I think I'm hooked up now. Okay, I think I'm on Facebook. Alright, Periscope, sorry about that. I'm sorry you guys had to deal with the chaos from Facebook, guys. But come on in, guys. I'm Folasade. Hey, Terry, how are you? I'm Folasade, the accountant to entrepreneurs. I help entrepreneurs dominate their businesses, control their money, guys, and basically get a grip of their finances. I help entrepreneurs know more about their accounting, save money, and dominate, basically. So it's my goal to really prevent you from closing down. According to Forbes, 9 out of 10 businesses will close within the first 5 years. So I try to prevent you from closing your doors as well. Hey, Tori. Hey, Shanika, guys. When you're coming in, because this is an important topic that we need to actually put at the forefront of our conversations this tax season, because as a African American myself, as you can clearly see, and a tax professional, as you guys know of, we are completely screwed. Okay? Hey, Adrian Boo, how are you? We as African Americans, our mindset behind taxes, from my experience being in the industry for over 16 years, I haven't seen any adjustments at all. But overall, we are screwed, guys. Hey, Doshan, thank you, love, for sharing the video. And I would just love to have this detailed, important conversation so we can break some barriers, break some curses, and really understand what this tax stuff really is. Because I don't know about you guys, but when I was growing up, I was never taught the real truth about taxes, guys. If I can ask you guys, if you can share the video, we're going to talk about 3 things black people was lied to about their taxes. Share the video with your family and your friends. Come on in. You guys can curse me out. You can drag me over the water, under the sea, pull my wig off. You can lay me out. You can do whatever you decide that you want to do. But we need to have this discussion. Hey, Katrina, how are you? We need to have this discussion as a whole community. So 3 things black people was lied to about taxes, guys. If you're ready for me to begin, guys, can I ask you one more time to share the video? Hey, D, how are you? Can I ask you one more time? Hey, love, I think I just saw you on Facebook. If you can share the video before I get into the content, and invite your friends and family, and let's rock it out. Your mom was a bookkeeper, so you're pretty lucky, Terry. My dad was an accountant, but I still wasn't that informed. Hey, Lysandra Boo, how are you? Dead at Pull the... Girl, you know, they sometimes want to lay you out, girl. Look, I'm prepared. I had to put the shield up. Look, y'all can pull the wig off. You can do whatever you decide to do. I ain't going to cry. I ain't going to kill myself or whatever, you know? Look, but we have to have this discussion. So, guys, let me be honest with you. I'm not here to dog you out. Hey, Lola, how are you? I'm not here to lay blame on anybody. I am here trying to break generational curses. I am here trying to really come to you guys and be honest about what the truth and real deal is about taxes. Because growing up in the communities that we grow up in the households we have grown up in, we don't talk about taxes. All we talk about is refunds, tax refunds, tax refunds. You know, that's it. That's all we really ever talk about. But guess what? Not everyone is due a refund. Not everyone is supposed to get a refund. Not everyone is supposed to, you know, have this and have that. And everyone can't do everything, or your taxes shouldn't be the same as your next door neighbors. So guys, I really want to talk about this because this is something that we need to break as a community, and I cannot do it on my own. I need you guys engaged. I need you guys laying me out, cursing me out, telling me your opinion, and sharing the video, guys. So if I can ask you one more time before I dive into the content to share the video. I don't know if you guys scared or what, but yeah. All right, so let me go ahead on and share the video, guys, and then I'm about to start. Give me 1 second. And guys, thank you for the hearts and everything. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I'm about to start, guys. I just want to share the video. That's it. Sharana said, I seldom receive a refund. Give me 1 second, guys. We're about to rock it out. All right. All right, guys. Hey, Tommy. Hey, Miss Monica. Hey, everybody. Hey, Adrienne. Hey, 80. Look, let me be on. Hey, 80. I'm not going to be calling you by your government. Hey, 80. How are you? All right, guys. So 3 things that black people was lied to about their taxes. And if you agree with me when I go through my points tonight, please tell me you agree. If you disagree with me tonight, please tell me if you disagree and why do you disagree, guys. If you can share this video one more time, let's go ahead on in, because we have to break this as a community. This is not just me and one other person or 5 other people. No, this is almost a whole group. Okay, majority of us don't understand taxes. Okay, majority of us are trying to beat the system. Majority of us think that everybody's supposed to get a refund. That is just what we were taught. We were never taught anything differently. So let's have this discussion, guys. Alrighty, so number 1 of 3 things black people, in my opinion, was lied to. Bobby, I don't care about the whites right now. I'm trying to break black people's own stereotypes and all of our own problems. I don't care about whites right now. That's not my concern. Okay, my community have our own barriers that we need to break. So please, I appreciate the comment, but it's not really needed at this point. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. Hey, Asia, how are you? So number 1 of 3 things black people were lied to about their taxes. 1, you can claim anybody's children, your nephew, your niece, your cousin down the street, the guy at the liquor store, the neighbor down the street, the little kid that you watched for 8 months. Yeah. Guys, am I right? Am I right? Most African Americans, I'm not saying all, okay? Look, some people have more education, more experience, more than us. But from what I grew up, how I grew up, it was never talked about in our households, in our schools, in our community. All we knew was when people filed their taxes, they were getting a refund, right? But number 1 is, in my community, from my experience, we perceive that you can claim anybody. As long as they are your cousin, your niece, your nephew, they slept with you for 1 day, or they spent the night at your house, or you fed that child, right? Most people think that you can claim that child. Am I right? Y'all know I'm right. You don't got to be honest. Just share the video. You don't have to be honest with me, but we just share the video, right? But okay. So no, that's number 1. So let me be honest, guys. That is a lie. Oh, Sharonda said, don't forget about Casper the Ghost. So that is a lie. You cannot claim your nephew. You cannot claim your niece. You cannot claim the lady down the street or your grandmother Flo unless that person's income did not exceed $10,000 and some change, unless that person lived with you for 6 or more months. So many of you are claiming your family, claiming your cousins, claiming your nieces, claiming your nephews, and that person didn't live with you. You didn't provide any income. You didn't provide a household for that person. You wasn't their primary guardian. You didn't provide food, a roof over their head. Hashtag tax fraud, Beck G said. Hashtag tax fraud. Exactly. Guys, sorry I wasn't told that. Laugh out loud. That's a lie. It's like, no. But yeah. So even if you wasn't directly or explicitly told that you can claim anybody in our community, or unless you grew up in a very prestigious community, right? Kudos to you. But if you didn't grow up in a very prestigious community, you know, we were never told what is the requirement to be able to claim your niece, your nephew, and so forth, okay? So guys, be very careful. That is tax fraud. You are not supposed to be claiming people that did not live with you or that you did not provide more than 50% of their household or living expenses, or that person is not your child or your mom that's sick and living with you. Guys, you cannot go out there and just claim somebody's child because they live down the street or in the apartment beneath you. I'm going to be honest. You guys can lay me out. Like I said, you can pull the wig off and do whatever you decide that you want to do tonight. But we need to have this discussion. And I'm sorry if it may seem I'm a bit insensitive. I'm sorry to see if I'm being defensive or whatever the case may be. But I'm tired of you guys being taken advantage of. And that's exactly what I was about to say, Sharonda. That's exactly why so many of you will be audited soon or have been audited soon, because you decided to keep claiming somebody else's children. Guys, that is not legit. I don't care what accountant you knock on every door that you're supposed to be on. If they did not live with you for 6 or more months, and if their income is not below a certain threshold, you do not have the legal authority to claim that child, even if that is your nephew or your niece. But if we don't lie, we get smart. I'm glad I didn't block you, Sweet Bobby. I'm so glad. Sweet Bobby on Periscope said, well, we don't lie. We only get small tax refunds. That is exactly the refund that you were supposed to get, because that just shows that you only overpaid taxes by that amount. That's the thing. They claim all of the DACA kids. They claim, what did you say? AC Terry said they claim all the illegal immigrants and everything. Y'all funning over here. But yeah, let's make this discussion so much fun. So number one, 3 things black people were lied to. Or if I'm the only black person that was lied to, which I wasn't lied to about that, you know, I'll take it. But let's be honest, you cannot just claim anybody. Can we stop that in 2018? It's not cute anymore, guys. It's not cute. It's bad. You know the child didn't live with you. You know you didn't provide 50%. You know you didn't know what that child's last name is. So why is that person on your tax return? Periscope, thank you for the hearts. I really appreciate it. Guys, you might hate me today, and that's fine. I hope that you really think about what I'm saying, okay? So number 2, you guys ready for number 2? Put number 2 in the chat, guys. Put number 2 in the chat. So you guys pretty quiet. So are we catching a little bit of feelings over here on Facebook? It's fine. Look, I told you guys you can lay me out. I don't mind. All right, guys. So look, number two. Oh, and I almost slipped and said this one, but number 2 is the fact that, we are all due a refund. We're supposed to get a refund. Why don't I get a refund? My neighbor got a refund. The girl down the street that make more money than me got a refund. Such and such went to Bob Tax Services and he got a refund. Why am I not getting a refund? You don't know what you're doing because I don't have a refund. Everybody's supposed to get a refund. No, you're not. Everybody is not supposed to. Hi, Nelly Boo. How are you? Guys, if you're new to the live stream, please share the video. I'm finding you. No, you're not supposed to get a refund. So let me explain to you why you are supposed to get a refund and why you are not supposed to get a refund. So Sharonda said, with tax credit, single parents are reluctant to lend their children out anymore. You know what? See, it's not only the single parents, but that's scared to lend them out. Everyone should be scared to lend them out. Do you think I'm going to let anybody claim my daughter? No. Hey, Tamara Boo, how are you? So let me explain to you why you will get a refund. Tamara, thank you for sharing the video. I really appreciate it. First things first, guys, is this. You will only get a refund if you've overpaid taxes. One, that's one scenario. two scenario of you getting a refund is if, right, all of your credits, all of your exemptions, all of your deductions reduce your income, right, beneath a certain threshold, whereas it now is lower than what you paid from your job. Okay, I'm going to say this one more time. So the second situation in which you would get a refund is if when, right, the amount of taxes that you had withdrawn out of your check exceeds, okay, the amount of money that your tax return says that you were supposed to owe. So Katrina said, with as much as they withhold, I want my money. However, with your help and planning, then I'm aiming for zero. Exactly. And I owe you one more class, but I'm almost done putting the last session together too. So don't file your taxes yet, Katrina, please. So number 3 reason why you will end up getting a refund, guys, is this. If after you about to file your tax return, the taxes that you have withheld out of your check, right, exceeds the amount that was due, and you had refundable credits such as earned income tax credit, right, or affordable child tax credit, okay, or any other refundable credits that will then boost up whatever refund that you were due or reduce whatever taxes that were due. That's it. Those are the 3 scenarios. 3. Not everybody fall within that category. Depending on your income, guys, is depending upon what you may be eligible to qualify for. Okay, so many of you that make over, let's say, 36,000, 35,000 or some change, you don't qualify for earned income tax credit. Okay, so you go and you're upset because you worked a little bit more this year, and guess what? You don't get the same refund. So you go fishing for number 1, which was to claim somebody else's child. That is, like the lady said, hashtag fraud. Okay? Guys, a refund is not free money. So that's another thought process within our community, that a tax refund is free money. It is not free money. Okay? It is either your money that you overpaid throughout the year, okay, or your money because the government said your income is considered below poverty level and they want to help you out with refundable credits. Okay? Exactly. Thank you, Lola. Thank you, Ms. Monica. Thank you, Dee. So, guys, when you're going out there to file your taxes this year, don't be pressed to claim somebody else's children. You don't know how many people she done had given that Social Security number for. The second part is free money. And yes, it's not free money. It's not. Okay? It's not a free-for-all where everybody get a refund. No, it's not. Or everybody is supposed to get a refund. And see, this is another thing that we're having in our communities, that when we don't get a refund, we don't file the taxes. That is the biggest mistake that I've seen within my community, the African American community, that happened. We don't get a refund, so we don't file the tax. That is the biggest mistake you can possibly make, guys. Please. All right, guys. So let me just do a brief recap for all of my newcomers, guys. We're talking about 3 things black people were lied to about their taxes. Number 1 was that you can claim anybody: your niece, your nephew, your aunt, your uncle, your twin brother, your brother Joe, your sister Mo, and everybody else, right? Number 2, guys, was that you are supposed to get a refund. You are blessed to get, or destined, hey Tanya, to get a refund. Okay, that was number 2. Guys, are you ready for number 3? If you are, put 3 in the chat, guys. And don't forget to share the video while you're at it. And just to let you guys know, if you're thinking about coming to have me do your taxes, go and get on my calendar, bit.ly/quick tax chat. Let me debunk some of those myths that you guys have and really help you out the right way, guys, not the wrong way. Number 3, you guys, you ready? You guys are going to be, Ms. Monica said, I owed for the last several years and I paid it. Don't want no issues. Exactly. The old black people don't file and they'll often do a refund. Exactly. You're right, Tanya. You're right, Terry, and you're right, Miss Monica. I'm so glad you paid it because you don't want any issues. You don't want any problems. You don't, guys. So, guys, are you ready for number 3? And I know I'm breaking a lot of feelings today. That's fine. Because guess the feeling I'm going to break. I want to break your feelings before IRS come and break your bank account or for IRS come and break you, okay? So I know this may be a difficult topic to discuss in our community, but we have to be honest. This is prevalent. This is domination. This is what is dominating our community right now. And this is why you guys go to those side hustler people that's hustling you guys out of your money because they don't have anything to lose. They don't have any licenses to lose. They don't have nobody to blame. But you. They're putting self-prepared in your tax return and you're fine with it because they got you an extra $2,000 back. But you just committed fraud. Is it worth it? It's not worth it. So I apologize if you guys never come back to my live stream again. But I'm going to be honest with you. I have to have these discussions and conversations with you guys because it's my job to inform you the right way. If I don't talk about this, I didn't do my job. I didn't do my job. Okay? You guys ready for number 3? You guys have hardly laugh at this one. Guess what it says? IRS didn't catch me, so it's legit. The IRS didn't catch me, so I'm good. Look, the IRS didn't catch me, so it must be okay. Everybody doing it, so it must be okay. The other tax person didn't say it was nothing wrong with it. Today, Folasade, why you say it's something wrong with it? Look, y'all, I'm trying to slightly rap or whatever, But that is what I hear all the time. But the IRS never caught me so far. You must not know what you're talking about. Because such and such an H&R Block or such and such down the street didn't say I couldn't do it. Tanya said, you are so right. I tell my clients the same thing. IRS will catch them upon retirement. Exactly. Boom. When you retire, you don't have no money. You will be caught. So, guys, I'm laughing, but I'm laughing because I want to cry. Okay? I'm the type of person, I'll laugh when I want to cry. And I'm crying because all of you that are making these mistakes that I mentioned today does not realize the impact of what your choices today will have you tomorrow. So while you are trying to get an extra $2,000 back or trying to get an extra $3,000 back this year, just know if the IRS catch it, it's going to turn that $3,000 to $6,000 and $6,000 to $10,000 and $10,000 to $15,000. It's not going to stay to $3,000. And you don't try to get a loan from IRS. Thank you, Tanya, for inviting your followers. I really appreciate you. You don't try to get a loan from IRS. Go to your federal credit union, say I need $3,000 and get your loan legitimately. Don't use the tax as a way to try to defraud and say, oh, I'm going to pay it back. Yes, they will freeze every account, Terry. And see, I think that, the problem is that we're having to, and this is my bonus for you guys. So your bonus number 4 is this. Because we don't converse about this, the truth, the ramifications, the pain, the problems that's felt behind this mess is never spoken about. Okay? So the person that got audited 2 years ago because they claimed their girlfriend's children didn't tell you guys. They're keeping that a secret. They didn't tell you guys. They're keeping that a secret. They don't want you to know. They don't want you guys to know that they made a mistake. They don't want you to know that they were audited. But what you will know is this. They haven't filed a tax return in a while. What you will know is this. They're not as enthusiastic about filing their taxes any longer. And also, what you will know is that you don't hear them say anything about getting a refund. Oh man, I ain't fooling with taxes no more. That's what they will say. Oh man, I'm not fooling with taxes anymore. Hustlers all over Facebook telling people, I just got 4,000 back, 3,000 back. Exactly. Guys, this is not the time to ruin your future for an extra $2,000. This is not the time to play games with IRS or to play games with your state. And let me tell you why. And then I'm going to close out after this. The states are going to go completely broke, and the federal and the government, as soon as these tax plans completely roll out. And the only way for the government to make money is to make it through us, through tickets, through fines, through penalties, through taxes, through everything. I guarantee you this. If you guys play games this year and play games next year, you will more than likely get a notice this year. Let me tell you why. The reason being is they don't have a choice but to beef up auditing and examinations because they're going to be losing so much money that this is their only opportunity to balance the GDP and to balance the losses that the government is going to sustain. So guys, while you think you got free money this year, filing that false tax return, be prepared for that notice that's coming within the next year or two. Because the IRS, they're going to be losing so much money and they don't have a choice but to come after you, and you. Guys, and I say this out of love. I don't say this to put fear in your heart. I say this because guess what? Times have changed. I've been telling you guys this for 2 years. And you don't want to understand where I'm coming from with this. You think that, number one, you can claim anybody's children. You cannot. You think that you are supposed to do what? Get a refund. But you're not. And you also think because you've gotten away with this for so many years that it's okay. But it's not. Guys, if you want to work with one of the best that know the code, that know what you definitely need to do to get the refund that you want legally, guys, get on my calendar, bit.ly/quick tax chat. But let me be honest here. Tanya, you took it right out of my mouth. It's not okay. We as a community have to do better. I was laughing with one of my clients today that just left me here in the office. And I told her, I said, if the IRS was to just pull only black people tax returns to be audited, 85% of those tax returns may present some form of fraud. Either you have high itemized deductions that you wasn't supposed to take that you probably didn't know of. 2, you probably claiming somebody you wasn't supposed to. 3, you claim the credit that you wasn't supposed to. But guys, the problem starts with us. I'm responsible. And I'm going to say why I'm responsible. Because I never came on here like this and been brutally honest with you guys. I never came on here and told you guys what I told you tonight. So I'll take the bait for tonight. I'm responsible for you. But after this live stream, after you share this, after you watch it, ask yourself, are you now responsible for the fraud that you are committing? Are you responsible for having this mindset that you're supposed to get a refund? You are supposed to be able to claim your niece and your nephew. And that just because the IRS didn't catch you 3 years ago, they are not going to catch it. Saranda said it's not worth the stress, Folasade. Ignorance is bliss. And Tanya said ignorance is bliss. You know what, Saranda? I feel like it is my headache. I feel like it is my headache. Now, I ain't do it. But it's my headache because I need you to ask the right questions, guys. I need you to look at your tax return a little bit more thoroughly. I need you to pay attention and see what scares me the most, Sharonda, and everybody on this live stream is that you guys are playing with the toughest agency in the world. The IRS is the toughest agency in the world. Their rules are not governed, okay?